Hello there and welcome to another episode of X4 with the Star Wars Interworlds mod 0.73. We are back on our pirate playthrough. We're picking up where we left off as ever, and I've not really done much apart from one thing, which is to build or start building another station here in Bespin. It's just an energy cell place. It's a very, very simple station. It is basically a dock with two storage modules and an energy cell production, because basically in order for us to get hold of the Valor, we need we need to go up to the next level, so to speak, the militia level with them. And if we look at these messages here, the Enote Federation requires 2 production stations in order to become militia, and a production station is 1 production module and a dock in government space. I thought we might be able to swing it with us bordering it and having a production station, but after rereading it, and I think someone also pointed it out in the comments as well, so thank you to whoever that was, we've got to basically wait. But it's not a problem. An energy cell factory will make us a little bit of money. It's only costing us about 1.75 million to build, so that's fine. So we've got that on the go. We are also still got our traders going. The whole point of this episode will essentially be to get the Valor and then have a trundle over to Naboo. And then when we're in Naboo, we're going to basically start some raiding. We've got our little Z95 on exploration duties. He's out and about just having a search around. We're going to get him to double back as well and have an explore around here. Because there's a chunk around here we've missed. And again, we might pick up on some ships. Some abandoned ships, which would be good. We can get them claimed and added to our eventual pirate fleet. I think one of the things we kind of need to do is get a little bit more money, and I'm going to have a check, see if the Black Sun have any missions for us as well. So we're going to head down to this place. Is it Iminusov? And Delrakin as well. See if there's any missions for these factions, because I would like to get my reputation up with the Black Suns. So yeah, so we're going to do that. So the next time you see us, let's just set a little waypoint. We'll go there. It's very much a case of this episode is, again, we're building up. We're getting ready for this Naboo raid. We'll get the Valor, and then we can take it from there. We're basically trying to get a presence so we can get some bigger, better ships. Once we get some bigger, better ships in a little bit of a fleet, we can consider making, trying to steal other people's ships so we're not buying them all the time. I am very tempted to try and ambush and take out an ICG capital ship, see if we can steal it. What we need though is some little basically bombs to do that, some EMP bombs, because one thing you can do is essentially get in your EVA suit, plant some EMP bombs and some explosives, cripple the ship, take out all the turrets and things like that, and then board it, and hopefully we'll have enough. And also, if you do that, sometimes it doesn't trigger the rest of the fleet to attack you. So the rest of, because usually big ships, capital ships, are part of patrols. If that capital ship is disabled, then the rest of the patrol will I do apologise for that. That's just the whole room exploding, but that's fine. Yeah, as I was saying, if the capital ship's disabled, sometimes the rest of the patrol will leave it behind. So we'll have a go at that. So yeah, we'll see you with the Black Sun's territory. Welcome back. So there's been no missions from the Black Sun as of yet. But one thing I'm going to try and do once we get over this little freeze frame we seem to be in, is I'm going to try and find out where the faction rep is for the Black Sun. Let's just double check. Is there any actual... No, there's no missions. Oh, it's sending us down here, look. Yeah, if I can find the faction rep, then we might be able to find a... What do you call it? A shipyard or a builder's, see what they have to offer. Because I know the Black Sun sell ships, I know they sell ISDs. I'm not sure what else they sell, but with them being kind of like a bit of a stranger faction, we might be able to buy licenses from them, and if we can buy licenses from them, that means we can essentially fast track to being able to get hold of bigger ships. And it's always good to have more ports where you can get more ships from, because it gives us more of a variety in kind of like what's available to us. Because that's something I'd like to do with this series is kind of like have a little bit of a mismatched fleet, kind of what we were going to do with the Rebel series, but a bit more aggressive, a bit less civilian, more aggressive. So yeah, I was having a look through the Discord server the other day. I don't know how often they check it and what the criteria is, but they have got like a little a little form for suggesting ships. And one of the things I did suggest was the Uglies. And if you don't know what the Uglies are, Uglies are a type of kind of kit-bashed ship, essentially. That's quite common in the old extended universe stuff. Maybe not so much in canon, although I think in Ahsoka some of the ships they had were Uglies. So you might have like the cockpit of a TIE fighter and it has the wings of an X-wing bolted onto it, or the engines of a Y-wing, or kind of like a Y-wing with the foils of a TIE fighter. So they're your kind of Uglies. They were always very common for your factions which were like pirates or smugglers, or you kind of like your freebooters, because essentially it could be ships that they could get lots of parts from leftover battlefields and stuff like that, just kind of like stuck together, bolted together essentially. And I've always liked the Uglies. They're not very good in most configurations. A lot of the time they were pretty lackluster. I think in one of the X-Wing novels, the Twi'leks have the native ones to Ryloth have their own kind of like squadron which joins Wedge's group when he leaves the New Republic to go after Izzard. I can't remember. I think their ships were called Death Seeds. It was essentially like a TIE cockpit with some swivel wings mounted to them, kind of very much like I think Wedge compares them to sort of like the B-wing. The cockpit can move around, and it gave them a little bit of an advantage in kind of like firing arcs and maneuverability and stuff like that. So yeah, never as good as kind of like a proper X-wing or a proper Y-wing, or you know, the bits that we cobbled together from, but interested. So yeah, uglies would be really nice in this game. I don't know how they go about adding the ships. I know they add them fairly regularly with most of the little updates. You get 1 or 2 new ships, and I wouldn't imagine uglies are high up on that priority. But you know, who knew a Weequay Corvette would be up there? I don't know how you'd have to probably name them individually as well, the old uglies. So you'd have to have the X-Tie and the YX wing and stuff like that. So there'd be a lot of individual models, unless you could do some sort of like randomly generated configuration, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, so that's a thought that we had. That might be quite cool. We'll put it on autopilot a minute. We're in pretty much in free space at the minute. How are you coming along? Oh, we've got ships coming in. So we're just waiting for. We've got the money for it. We're just waiting for the modules. That once that's built, that'll give us access to what we want. We've got plenty of money in the old bank account as well. We could do with. I was looking at who buys Hook Chemicals, and I know the Black Sun down here did buy them, but we've got no eyes on them anymore. So, have you got any satellites left? Just turn that off for a minute. You do. Drop a satellite for me. We'll put that to the top. So it'll basically do the satellite and then fly back, do its thing. That way we should get a little eyes on what they trade for. I don't think this station buys Hook Chemicals. I could be wrong. No, it buys spice and it sells spice, but it doesn't buy chemicals as of yet. Well, that might change because our little Hoth station is actually quite starting to produce quite a bit of spice. It's nearly full, or it was. Yeah, Hook Chemicals. It's because it's not got large capacity on this station, but it's got quite a bit. So that's good. That's a bonus. Looks like we're coming up to system now. Once I've kind of got a little bit settled here. Oh, we're going to a different sector. I didn't even know there was a gate down here. Yeah, we'll go over some kind of like updates for the what's going to be going on with the X series and things like that. Does that mean there's a gate down here as well? So you would have thought we would have picked up this gate when we were exploring. But oh well. So yeah, we'll get to this wherever this is trying to take us, and then we'll pick up then, and I'll go through kind of like some channel updates while we're doing this. So yeah, I'll see you on the flip side. Alright, so surprisingly, there's actually a couple of systems down here that I didn't realise existed. Just so happens that this one is a shipyard, which is good. I've sent one of these scarabs to scout out Cuna, see if they have anything in there, because you never know, we might drop on lucky and get a... So if this is a shipyard, well, this is a wharf, yeah, we might get a shipyard as well, which would be good because these are right on our doorstep. And this system as well is a Goldilocks system. For those that aren't familiar with kind of like what I determine a Goldilocks system is. A Goldilocks system is basically, it's got everything, all the resources, in varying amounts, and it just makes it kind of like nice and easy for you to trade with. So what we're going to do now we kind of like know this, I'm going to hazard a guess and say that these places will also need the energy cells and stuff like that, and it's a lot closer. These places usually, well, that should, you would imagine that needs energy cells. Yes, it's a scrapyard. So we're gonna kind of like change the orders on this. We're gonna pause it as well, so we don't get a run out. We're gonna change the cell order, and we're gonna swap that to this. Add location. This one. Select. And we'll turn that off. So now it's only a couple of jumps, so we should start making money from this as well, which will be fantastic. While we're here, we're going to see about picking up some satellites as well, because I don't think we've got any left. Now, how much do we have at the minute? We can splash out on 5 or so advanced satellites, I think, just so we can get a bit of recon in the area. And let's have a look at what ships they've got for sale. So in the medium, they've got a Weekway corvette. We could be interested in that. The Sea Rock Corsair, the Gazanti Sea Rock, which is this version of it. Definitely wouldn't mind 1 or 2 of those, and Defender light corvettes as well. Big fan of these ships. They're relatively tough, and they've got some good firepower on them as well. And what have we got in the small variety? So scouts. Any particular reason why I can't buy a scout? Do I need to be super friends? So it looks like we might need to have a chat with the old Black Sun
Hello there.
faction rep person, see what they have to say, see if we can't get ourselves some new licenses and things like that. They might have some blueprints that we can buy as well, which will be handy because they're right on our doorstep. Show me licenses. Civilian equipment license. Yeah, so we can buy all the different licenses from these guys, which will be good. Get the refurbished military ships as well. Depending what ships they've got, this could be quite a cheap little
good luck out there.
exploit. Wow, he's very... So my understanding is this is a... Or they worship the split. I don't know what they're actually called. He kind of got a bit of a Snoke look to him. Because usually, don't these aliens usually have hairs like this person. Yeah, you're a unique individual there, my friend. So I think before we invest any money, I'm going to see what these scarabs kind of like throw up. I don't think, other than buying the license off them, I don't think there's anything else we can kind of do with the Black Sun. But we should start getting his reputation up a bit quicker now we're trading with them. If that is indeed how the Black Sun work with the trading. If not, I'm sure we can find some other means and methods. So I'm going to give it a little minute, let it do some exploring, and we'll come back in a minute, see when we've found anything. There's no major rush at the minute for anything anyway, because we're still waiting for this station to be bought. This station to be built before we can really do much anyway. So yeah, I will see you very shortly. Welcome back. We are back on the Black Sun station. I've had a quick scout round the sector, dropped a couple of scans and things like that, and I can't actually find any other stations. It doesn't necessarily mean there isn't any, because I have found in certain sectors it feels like there's some sort of jamming device or something like that, and it doesn't always reveal much in the area. So yeah, so we've got this Scarab's going to explore around here, then explore around here. We've dropped a satellite out here, so we've got some telemetry. As we're leaving, we'll drop another couple of satellites here. That way we can keep trading with it. Our lovely little Fortitude class trader out of Lux has now started trading down here as well, which is great. Should mean money coming in quicker, essentially. The Fortitude class being called Yub Yub because it's from Endor, and that's what the little Ewoks say. We're just going to have a quick check on blueprints. So these guys sell... Ooh, interesting. They sell the ship fabrication stuff. That's good to know, as well as all the storage stuff. Although, is that higher? That cost more? Ooh, a scum habitat. I've never had a scum habitat. We might have to buy some scum habitats. I didn't even know they were a thing. Cool. And what ships can you get access to? So they sell the Interceptor, Nebulon, B Patrol Frigate, Sea Rock, Weak Way, that kind of thing. Cool. So they've got access to some decent stuff, which is nice because they're basically on our doorstep. So we're going to buy a couple of these licenses. We're going to get the civilian, the refurb ship, the military ships, and the illegal module license as well. We could actually take some money and get the refurbished military ships. We'll see what that gives us access first, because what I want to do, seems so trade is going so well, and we're actually building up. What does that? Military ships. So we need the military ship one for that. Anyway, yeah, seems so trade's going pretty well. I feel like we could do with a couple of some more trade-like ships. We probably could do with another Weak Way Corvette because it seems we got the other one destroyed. I don't think we'll bother taking that. You're spending money. That's not what I want. We'll take half of that. Yeah. I don't think we'll use the Weak Way as our personal ship, but we will definitely buy another one. And while we're here, we might buy a Sea Rock, depending on how much money we've got. That way, we've got a couple more distributors for our smuggled and illicit goods network. The Hoth station could definitely do with one. Can I have... So how much is the Weak Way, first of all? So let's have a look at his options. We'd probably go Mark II all-rounders, seems so it's going to be a trade vessel. Shields... I mean, we could go with the big Corellians, but they're pretty damn expensive. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go with those. I think those they're the cheapest, but they've got a good recharge rate on them, and it's not too bad for what we're going to be using this ship for, which is it's going to be a trade ship. We might as well go like reasonable money on it. XV1s, XV1s, XV1s. Wow, this is going to be an expensive ship. We might not actually get this ship. So we will give you a Mark 1 docking computer, and that you'd only need a basic. You'd need trading software ideally as well. Wow, they know how to charge, do the old pirates. I'm not going to give you a full load of missiles. You can have 10, which well, you'd be better off with 12, wouldn't you? Has he got 3 missile launchers? No, it's just got the 2. So yeah, 10 would do. I thought I had 3 missile launchers for a minute then. So you got fairly even spread. What's that? Yeah, that's fine. Then captain, full service crew. That's going to be 4 million for that. We will save this preset because I want to have a look at the whatchamacallit ship. Sea Rock. The Gazanti Sea Rock. Because we do like the Sea Rocks as well. So you'd need a captain. You'd need... Actually, for you... No, full service crew. Because it is going to be a trader. We'd give you full flares. You can have a docking Mark 1. Basic scanner, targeting and trade. So, the point defense. I want to give you quad lasers or duals. What's the difference?
Hello.
Would not bother with missiles because wow. An XV1 on this is 402,000. That puts up the price significantly. But that, you know, it's fine. We can live with it. Go with the Novadex again. Get a couple of gonks on there. And then thrusters, Mark II. And let's save that as a Sea Rock trader. Let's do a quick comparison on the old prices. So for that, that's 3.5 million. We'll just pause it so the prices don't change, because they sometimes do. And that's 4 million. Now, that's got 4,500. That's got 5,000 storage capacity. I think for now we will go with the Sea Rock, so we're not blowing all his money. Because we are going to obviously need money for the Valor as well. And then while that's building, we'll go and have a wander down and have a look at it. I think we can actually... That's not the one I'm looking for. So you can use this bench to install extra things, so you can make your ship like reduce its radar, its visibility on radar by 35%, and one more property. These are usually negatives, so it might say, well, you're less visible on radar, but your hull and shield, your hull or your shield is reduced. Or sometimes, I think sometimes it can be bonuses. Most times it's not. So you could get lower your mass on your ship. You could make your ship very fast, but it's also very weak. It's kind of like a balancing mechanic. You can sometimes cycle through these as well, so you can add that bonus on a couple of different times, and you might be able to get a lower percentage detriment to it. But usually, because it costs you like 50,000 each time to re-roll it, it's usually not a bonus to it. I wonder what the illegal module license is. I wonder if that's just to be able to add different things on. Let's go and have a look at our Sea Rock, and we'll very quickly go over kind of like the new channel updates in a second. Alright, let's try that again. So, channel updates moving forward. We're moving down to 2 episodes a week of X4. We're going to have the pirate playthrough, which we're doing right now. and then we're going to have an Imperial style playthrough as well. It's kind of going to be along the same veins as the original Imperial one, but obviously it'll work. That's going to hopefully the first episode of that will come out on Friday. I need to basically do a lot of custom setup on that one, and I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work, but I'm sure we'll manage it. And then that will give me some time during the week to do other things and catch up with some bits and bats that I've got to do, sort of like IRL stuff, basically. So, yeah, that's going to be kind of like the updates, or the main channel update for the minute. And that's just in time, because look, our Sea Rocks is completed. Let's have a look at this wonderful little Sea Rock. Has it got any form of an interior? Is the first question. Oh, it does. Look at that. That's nice. We've got like a little window. I do apologise for any background noise. People that watch on a regular basis know all about the rabbit. Or the rabbits now, because we've got two. Oh, little Gonk. Hello, little Gonk. Gonk, Gonk. Gonk. Oh, I love Gonk droids. So yeah, that's quite a nice custom little interior on this. Should we take it for a little spin before we send her on a maiden voyage? So let's undock. So this is the Gazanti Sea Rock. I mean, this is a cool looking ship. It does. Yeah, I like the original Gazanti, but this one does look like a very old kind of like space freighter. She's a bit battered. She's a bit kind of like rusted out. She's done some miles. Whoop, 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 whoop. And now she's got me piloting. This is a very interesting cockpit view. I mean, I don't know, it's essentially like a tank, isn't it? A full utilitarian style freighter vessel. None of your niceties. See if we can take this drone out. She's actually quite manoeuvrable for her size. Now, am I going to accidentally shoot the Black Sun base on this? I think she's trying to get away. Oh, I missed. Oh no, it's a yeah. So every now and again on X4, you get the slight little bug where the drones become indestructible. So those beams crossing were essentially the beams going through. I think. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe we're just too close. I don't think we are too close though. Yeah, look. So not the best test in the world, but yeah, quite a cool looking ship. Immediate blindness. Cool. So I mean, it's not a ship. It's a bit sluggish on the roll and the kind of like pitch, but she's not bad. A worthy addition to our fleet. But what we're going to do for now is we're going to teleport back to the Hawk. You're going to go and work for this station. You're going to trade for the commander on there. That way we can start working on this central area, start getting some more money in, essentially. So we've now got a production station. We've got 2 production stations within the Enoch Federation borders, which is good. We just wait. We essentially just have to wait now, I think, until we get a promotion. So what do we need now? 3.5 million worth of transactions. That's not a biggie.
Can I help? Goodbye.
So yeah, I suppose we've done all the updates, all that's sorted. We've got a new Gazanti. Let's think of a name for it. Fortune. There you go, the Fortune. There's always a ship called the Fortune somewhere, isn't there? In sci-fi or naval ships, there's always a Fortune kicking about, so I think that's a worthy name. What we're looking at on finances, pretty good. What we like to see. That's not gonna, so that will automatically pay us. Excuse me. That will automatically pay us out once it reaches a certain amount, which is fantastic. We can't argue with that. That should start getting some money soon. I bet that little Gazanti's sat there though. Kabump on the log. Because it's out of range of its station. So we'll fly and wait there, and then we'll that should sort that out. There's not really much else that we can do around this neck of space, so we'll drop some more satellites off. What are you doing? You're basically meant to be getting me money. Yeah, I'll drop some satellites off, and then it's just a case of we're waiting, so we can buy that Valor class. And then we'll get the Valor class. We'll call it an episode, because I am making a conscious effort to try and make these episodes shorter. I know sometimes it goes completely wrong, and they end up being just as long as normal. But yeah, so we'll get the Valor, and then we'll call it an episode. So the next time you see me will most likely be when we've got our promotional receivers promotion to go see the Note Federation again. Okay, welcome back. So we've got the message to go and see the Note Federation leader. We've got quite a bit of money in the bank accounts as well, so hopefully we should be not far off being able to get a Valor class. We're gonna dock, and then we're going to get it ordered, and then we'll watch it get built, and then we can call it an episode. I believe we should even be able to dock with a Valor with our Hawk, because I do quite like the Hawk. It's a fast ship. I think it's a good ship to have as our kind of like personal shuttle, just to kind of zip around in. So yeah, exciting times. Doing well. We're doing well. Kind of like one of the bonuses I'm finding at the minute, because I've, you know, done quite a few starts on X4 now. I'm getting much quicker at getting things going, and that which is always nice. Getting the money nice and quick and all that jazz. Right, give me your rank.
Continue to work alongside us and wanted to reward you for your efforts. It's an honor to present you with a new rank amongst our organization. Of course, this rank comes with great benefits. These benefits
Blah
are
blah blah
tied
blah
to the
blah.
rank, so if you lose the rank, the benefits go too.
Oh
But
no.
with your record, I'm sure we won't have to worry about that. I hope you find these rewards fit into the work you've done and make the most of them. Oh, and you may
Boop.
also find that certain
Boop your nose.
organizations under
Boop
our
your nose.
jurisdiction now have interest in you joining the alliance. Once again, thank you
Stroke
for
the
your
person's
efforts.
head.
We look forward to working with you more in the future. Good luck.
You can now purchase the traffic control license. We already have the traffic control license. Cool. So when the autosave's done, we should be able to buy the Valor, which will be nice. One thing I am going to have a look at while we're here is Because the Enote Federation is most likely eventually going to get curb stomped by the New Republic. So we're going to need to ideally buy the blueprints as well as all the equipment. So that's going to be a fun grind for money. But yeah, that's not too bad. There's a lot more expensive ships. I mean, I don't even know if the Valor's any good. But here's the shipyards. Here's the ship. How much are we going to... What? Capital ship... What? Why don't we have capital ship access yet? Licenses. Why don't I have capital ship access yet? Messages. Field Admiral. Capital construction. Capital ship. Right, so that's what he's telling me. I have access to these things. Yes. Buy ships. Large. Federation capital ship access. Messages. Federation capital ship equipment. Capital ship construction. Oh, why don't I have... okay, right. I think I know why we haven't quite got access to it yet. And I think that's because we need to be higher up in the ranks, more than the plus 20 that we're already at. Probably maybe 25, 30. So we're going to have to keep basically grinding. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do that right at this moment in time, because I've got to get this edited together so we can get it out for Monday, it being Sunday as it stands at the minute. So we're going to have to leave it there, unfortunately, for now. But we will work towards getting the Valor, and hopefully I'll be able to get a bit of time just to kind of get his reputation up. We'll get some trading going and things like that. I'll do some more missions for him, such as these preemptive, these demonstrating our thingies. I might even do some of these missions because these are good monies for what you've got to do. I'll accept that one as well. I'll save that one for next episode because these are one of my favourite types of missions because they're so easy money. And yeah, but for now, I have been Captain Jack Gumption. You have been watching Star Wars X4 on the Pirate playthrough. And until next time.